Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here from End Times Prophecy News. Just a second. Judicial Watch victory. Federal court rules FBI search of records about Strzok's removal from Mueller probe inadequate. Orders new search. The scales of justice are tipping more and more in favor of where they should be, against the leftist, communist, socialists. Once again, Judicial Watch is doing the heavy lifting that Congress refuses to do. Well, that's because Congress is against America now, pretty much. On Friday, in a huge victory for conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch and Americans, a federal court ruled the FBI's search of records about Peter Strzok's removal from Robert Mueller's investigation was inadequate and ordered a new search. Now, what does this prove right here? It's inadequate. Why? Because this judge is saying, what's going on there? You're not doing your job over there. FBI. Previous FOIA lawsuit filed by Judicial Watch to obtain records on Peter Strzok's departure from Mueller's probe only yielded 14 pages. Judicial Watch is seeking all records, and it says, we will continue here, though. Judicial Watch announced today that the United States District Court Judge Christopher R. Cooper for the District of Columbia agreed with Judicial Watch that the FBI did not adequately search for records related to the removal and reassignment of Peter Strzok, a former deputy, to the Assistant Director for Counterintelligence at the FBI from Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigative team. In granting Judicial Watch's request, Judge Cooper ordered the FBI to further search their records. The original deficient search had only returned 14 pages. In his decision, Judge Cooper called the FBI search overly cramped. Notwithstanding that Judicial Watch's request referred to Mueller's by name, the Bureau researched only for the term special counsel. But surely one would expect that Agent Strzok and other FBI personnel might use the special counsel's name Mueller rather than his title when discussing Strzok's assignment to the Russia investigation, especially in an informal emails. Another logical variation on special counsel is its commonly used acronym SCO, which appears to be used within the special counsel's office itself, as reflected by documents that the FBI uncovered and produced to Judicial Watch. The ruling also stated that FBI did not adequately respond to Judicial Watch's FOIA lawsuit because it limited its search to only Strzok's email account. Judge Cooper ordered that the FBI must conduct a new search that includes the email accounts of any of Agent Strzok's superiors or other Bureau officials who were involved in the decision to assign him to the Special Counsel's office or the decision to reassign him to the FBI's Human Resources Division after his removal from the Mueller investigation. The FBI must also expand its search to other forms of communication in addition to email. Given Strzok's well-known use of text messaging, it strikes the court as reasonably likely that he discusses assignment to the Special Counsel's office in text messages, which again is the standard for assessing an agency's selection of search locations. Both Peter Strzok and his paramour, FBI lawyer Lisa Page, were removed from Mueller's team in July of 2017 after anti-Trump text messages exchanged between the two were discovered. Lisa Page was removed from the Special Counsel investigation on July 15, 2017, according to the memo filed by Mueller. Boy, Mueller has to fire all kinds of people and be removed off of his team, but when they going to get rid of him? He's the worst one of all. However, Peter Strzok was kept on the team for an additional 2 weeks in order to take a 302 report. The exact date of Strzok's departure from Mueller's probe is still unknown. However, it is reported he departed in late July or early August of 2017. Strzok was then reassigned to a position in Human Resources and retained his security clearance. Strzok was subsequently fired from the FBI and escorted out of the building in June of 2018. The court rightly slammed the FBI for its gamemanship in searching for records about one of the most notorious FBI agents at all time, Peter Strzok, said Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. The FBI leadership is in cover-up mode on its abuses of targeting President Trump, and we're pleased a federal court pushed back on this stonewall, says Tom Fitton. How are things looking for you now there, Mr. Peter Strzok? This is rich. National Zoo in Washington, D.C. to build more fences to enhance security, but no fence allowed on the U.S. border. Can you believe that one? Lucy the orangutan at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. The National Zoo in Washington, D.C. announced construction of a new fencing and gates to boost security. We must protect the animals, but the people, we need to murder them, especially the babies. This comes the same week that Democrats and 12 turncoat Republicans refused security barriers at the U.S. southern borders. Neither the National Capital Planning Commission, D.C. Historic Preservation Group, nor the Commission of Fine Arts objected to extending the walls and closing entrances. You just gotta love the hypocrites in Washington, D.C. Good fences make good neighbors, and Smithsonian's National Zoo is hoping to continue making the place a neighborly place to visit by adding more fences throughout the zoo to increase visitor safety. Oh, you want to know something about the Smithsonian corruption? How about if you look, it could probably is wiped off of the internet now, but how about if you check out how corrupt the Smithsonian is on hiding all the giant bones of giants? That's right, giant people, all the way up to 35 feet tall. For hundreds of years, they've been confiscating them. When people turn in their bones to the Smithsonian, they get confiscated. Instead of put on display, they get confiscated because they don't want anyone to know about the giants in the Bible. We're going to make the Bible a lie. And not only that, but the giants are the offspring of the sons of God, devils, manifesting in the flesh to have sex, coming into the daughters of men in Genesis 6:4. And they're doing it again. And so why would you want to literally open leak out the fact that the devils have had sex again with the daughters of men, and they're running all of our nations, except for the United States of America. New fencing and gates are being proposed at the National Zoo, specifically to fill the gaps where the current fence separates North Road from the pedestrian area of the zoo. Zoo officials will return to the National Capital Planning Commission with the revised perimeter fencing plan on Thursday. Boo-hoo for that. Thank you for listening. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very important announcement. Would you like to see most of your illnesses go away? Let me introduce you to the Water Smacker. A new modern breakthrough in science has come to knowledge, ridding your body of many toxins through this state-of-the-art new technology. The testimonials are endless. People have been healed of shingles, pancreas survivor healed, colon cancer patient healed. Your skin returns its oil back to itself and elasticity. Gray hair goes away. Look younger. Red blood cells return to being round. Plaque in your arteries is wiped out. Blood pressure is lowered. Feel stronger and have more energy. Return to a more youthful feeling and look. Pick up your Water Smacker today for only $350, and don't forget to mention Brother Jim sent you. The link is down below, along with the website and other videos for a much longer description. Thank you.